So apparently, NUX TAKU went on to Roseanne Barr's podcast, the most anti-Semitic podcast ever, which, you know, I don't get the joke. I don't get the joke at all. They're not really, but whatever. Sure, I guess we just do that now. We just live in a world where that's okay now, I suppose. Let's move over to something else instead for a just second. This is the fan art section, and this piece of fan art comes to us courtesy of SETI. They said, I have no idea what compelled me to make this specific outfit. Just take it as a barely disguised horny post. But yeah, say hello to Boss Monty. You know, that your barely disguised horny post is really good. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's fine. I actually like this one a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. That said, thank you very much, SETI, for your fan art submission. If you want your fan art to be shown in a future video, the best way to do so is to drop it into the fan art section of the Discord. Voice Like Carbon says, Roseanne is Jewish. She's making fun of people calling her anti-Semitic. You can have black people who are racist against black people. Uncle Ruckus wasn't just an animated character. He was a stereotype that existed. And I just did the it's not X, it's Y thing. Please fucking kill me. Anywho. For those who don't know, this particular bit of fan art was submitted as part of the costume contest. So if you end up winning the costume contest, then your design that you submit over into the fan art section will actually be utilized for a VTuber model later on. That said, let's go ahead and see what we're dealing with. And because this is going to be not super fun, I'm going to go ahead and just lower my sound on fucking Slay the Spire, because I am going to be playing Slay the Spire while we listen to this person. And I'm using person, I don't know if I'm using it derogatorily, but I'm very close to. I'm very close to. Sir AI confirmed what's next, rule of 3. Yup. Said it's not rule of 3, it's the duality of AI. God damn it. Stop it. Anyways. All right, let's begin this.
Earthlings and humans and everybody else, all other intelligent beings on Earth, particularly animals who are far more intelligent than humans, in my opinion, because animals don't need to bullshit themselves 24/7 in order to feel the joy of living. So welcome here. And Jake, what are they? Nephila?
I don't... What? She's supposed to be funny, right? Like, that's supposed to be funny? I don't get it. Humans are not as smart as animals because we are smart enough to convince ourselves of things that are bullshit? Like, what? Huh? I don't get it. I don't think anybody here gets it. So she sounds like a robot? Yeah, she does. She sounds like somebody who does not want to be doing things on the internet now, but is having to do them because she's not relevant anywhere else anymore. At least that's what I'm getting from it.
Anunnaki,
even Amalex, whatever you are that came here. You know you came here because, like animals, you love the timbre and whatever you call it of my voice, because you know it carries truth, unlike most other channels on YouTube and the other various social medias.
Okay, so we're already doing the self-aggrandizing bullshit. That's okay. Like, I'm sure that's endearing to somebody, but I don't know. Starting out just going, I am the one who is important and correct, and the other people are less important and correct than me, so listen to me. No, that's already stupid.
Welcome to the Roseanne Barr podcast.
Oh, you see? Ow. Try that again with less that. Thank you.
You know, I am so excited. I haven't been this excited about an interview, maybe in forever, at least for a very long time. You know that I love to interview geniuses, And I have a real genius on here with me today. Not only is this person a genius, but they're so intelligent and so brilliant that they are actually in anime form, which is beyond genius. And I'm so excited to have this.
I have never seen somebody desperately try to suck Nux's dick this hard, and it is very uncomfortable, let me tell you. And here's the thing, I can't even say, like, oh, she's just trying to be funny, because, like, it's really not. It's just kind of sad. Okay. So honestly, all I'm getting is that she's being the female Shad University. Yeah.
Character, whom you might know from YouTube, NUX TAKU. A genius.
Hello.
Yes, hello,
Well,
Nux.
I don't know about genius, but thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor.
It's such an honor for me to have you. I do not use the term genius lightly, and
is that bitch smoking inside? That is so fucking gross. Like, hey, maybe I shouldn't be focusing on that. Maybe that's the wrong thing to focus on. But smoking inside is goddamn disgusting. Anyways, let's go back to...
I do believe you are a genius. Not only a genius in your analysis of world events, which blew my mind, because quite frankly, I didn't think anyone else was as smart as me, and you've surpassed me.
Whoa! That's crazy.
I'm
crazy. Very flattered.
It's almost impossible, and then you're much younger, which it makes me so happy. Like when I had Tal Oran on here and a couple other people, members of the tribe who actually can understand the vortex and paradox and whatever else it is we're living in as Jews upon this earth right now. A lot of people call you the Blue Jew. I love that one. Do you like that?
Yeah, that was not coined by me. I'm one of the few blue Jews that I know of, so this is huge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good...
Nene Goblin says, what is this about? It's NUX TAKU going on Roseanne Barr's podcast. And Nux is a person that believes that he is right about most things. And so is Roseanne. So, like, I feel like they are kindred spirits here, like gross kindred spirits. And I want to know what the fuck is going on. But I am increasingly confused because I'm not getting anything from here other than aggrandizing bullshit. But like it's 3 minutes in, so whatever.
I think not only that you're a genius, but my God, you're an antidote.
Why is it still happening? Why are you still doing it? Why are you still doing the genius thing? Stop. You don't have to keep doing that. Nobody's here for that. Fucking hell.
To everything of the youthful males. Like, you are the slayer of the groypers. Your shit is so together. I just love everything you say.
Nux is the slayer of the groypers. Pretty sure most of the things he advocates for are also the things they would advocate for, with the exception that the groypers are anti-Semitic. Like, that's it. Like, that's the delineating factor. So they did post a 10-minute segment if you don't want to be up for the whole podcast. I would love that. Please, dear God, get me out of this hell. Please, I'm begging you.
You're the actual voice of sanity of the youth in America. I can't believe the stuff you say. It is so brilliant. It is so...
Jesus fucking Christ! Can you stop sucking his cock, woman?
So true. It is so based in fact. Congratulations. You are one of few people of your generation here in America, for God's sake.
Oh, thank you. I honestly, I don't think anyone has ever complimented me like that on YouTube. Normally...
Yeah, I think it's because it's not normal to fucking suck your dick that hard. Look... Is it AI? Is this AI Roseanne? It has to be AI Roseanne, because, like, that's the only way I can see that this is happening. That's the only way the sycophantic nature of AI, how it's constantly sucks your dick. This feels like watching that, and I don't understand why any of it's necessary. It's not.
I get that Jew, he likes killing terrorists, he must be horrible, or something like that. So very appreciated.
I love how you have gone after what's his name, Piker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
I love how you've gone after Hasan Piker. Okay. For what, the dog thing, or like for generally being a leftist? Because one of those things is A-okay and the other one has weird context around it. Marco, just post it in here. Please just post it in here. I need something, anything, other than what I am listening to.
Hasan Piker is one of my...
You brought him down.
He's got, like, several times Nux's audience size. I don't think you brought Hasan down at all, but okay.
Okay, listen, I'm very grateful. Thank you. The truth is, no one has ruined Hasan Piker's reputation as much as Hasan Piker.
Well, that is true. That is true.
So
they all
he
have
gets most of the credit.
Well, yeah, he does. But they have that circular logic like a snake eating its own tail. So pretty soon, they've got a mouthful of their own ass. And they're always caught.
Look, the funny thing with Hasan particularly is if I would have to come up with like a cartoon caricature of like a supervillain, it would be a guy that abuses animals, goes to brothels that have sex trafficked children, like goes to Diddy parties, shocks his dog. Like,
did Hasan go to Diddy parties? Is that a thing that happened specifically? Like, is that, because that one's news to me? Also, the shock the dog, that, like, okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. People get way too fucking sensitive about animals, and I understand. We love our animals. They are our little fur babies. They are the best thing in the world. They make life incredibly joyous. But I'm sorry, but there are shock collars that do not use enough electricity to be considered just fucking abuse. I'm sorry. And we actually did a video where we had a dog trainer who does this as a career go over the Hasan video, and it's not as bad as people are trying to make it out to be. Like, I'm sorry, it's not. Said so terribly had to repeat it, Suris. Yeah. Said a lot of shock collars are just strong vibrations. Like, some of them are shock collars. Some of them do produce an electric shock that is bad. A lot of them make things mildly uncomfortable. And I'm sorry, but okay. If it was a shock, the dog would have done more than yelp. Said it's a big dog with ton of fur from what I've seen. Yet, no, I don't have a horse in the race of defending Hasan. I don't like Hasan. Said using poor pearl pumper cement of any variety on your dog to keep in frame on stream is kind of a shitty thing to do. Nene Goblin, go watch the video that we actually did where the actual professional who actually does this, actually for his job, actually all the time, goes over the information. I am always going to be the person that says trust experts, trust the people who actually do this as a job more than your own gut intuition, and that is where I sit there as well. Expertise trumps gut intuition. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. I don't and I can't. I don't have the spoons. I don't have to have the spoons. That said, the going to brothels thing where people have been sex trafficked, you can use that argument for anything. So I can say that it's immoral for you to go on Pornhub because Pornhub has a non-zero amount of content on it where people were sex trafficked. It's one of the reasons why they had to scrape a lot of the content away off of Pornhub because they couldn't verify if people had consented for their content to be on there specifically. Does that mean that you're a horrible person for going to Pornhub? No. Like, if you don't know, and I'm assuming that he's right. I am assuming that Nux is correct. If you don't know, then I don't hold you anywhere near as culpable as I would if you do know. So, like, I'm sorry, but I don't care about that one either. I don't have spoons to spare for it.
It's all the things all together, and it's like,
and
this is the face of the left.
Absolutely. And the worst part of it is billionaire socialists. As a former socialist, I say
billionaire socialists. Which one? Who's the billionaire socialist? Hold on, real quick. List of billionaires and political affiliations. How many billionaires exist in the world? How many billionaires exist in the world? Top 200 billionaires influencing American politics right now. No, stop asking me to support your shit. Stop doing that. I just want to... Okay, fine. I'm not reading your shit. I'm not reading your shit then. Sorry. I'm not doing that. I think it just means Hasan in her head. Yeah, and Hasan's not a billionaire. Like, Hasan's not a billionaire. Like, is even George Soros a billionaire? Hold on. George Soros net worth. Is even he a billionaire? Okay. Net worth of 9.7 billion. There is one, but he's also not a fucking socialist. He's a liberal, and there's a huge difference between those two. Dorita says, I don't think Hasan's a socialist either. Whether or not he is, he's broadly left, and these idiots don't know the difference between a socialist, a communist, or anything else. Like, just, God, this is more exhausting than it should be. And then you said the link is further up. You said it was the main video that's on the channel here. I'm just gonna grab that real quick. Freedom of religion or cultural surrender.
Listen.
Sure, why not? Let's do that. We'll skip ahead to this video here, because I am not listening to an hour of whatever the fuck this is. Orla says, there are a few billionaires, as far as I know, that do support some socialist ideas, but none would identify themselves as such. Yeah, there's a difference between is socialist and supports some ideas that are broadly socialist. Said George Lucas would be one of them because he supports a wealth tax. That is Hasan actually the rich one and not his parents? Hasan has money.
Just because it says in the Quran, okay, that you could take sex slaves from Jews and Christians, it doesn't mean they're anti-Semitic, okay?
And it doesn't mean they're rapists either.
Yeah,
it
totally.
certainly doesn't mean that's a rape culture.
Are you familiar with the story of Al-Zut?
Wait, are we saying that if a religion says the types of people that you are in fact able to rape, and people try to follow that religion to the letter, that's not a rape culture? Skipping ahead was a bad idea. Skipping ahead made it worse. Skipping ahead made it way worse.
I might be, but refresh.
Right. This is one of my favorite stories in Islamic history. Okay, so it's a very verified hadith, like a story about Muhammad. So Muhammad and his best friend, they ended up traveling to the desert one night. They went into the desert, and Muhammad he drew a circle in the sand, and he told his friend, stay in the circle in the sand. We'll call it the cuck circle.
Okay.
All right, stay in the circle in the sand, and do not leave this until morning. So then Muhammad moves forward, and then the men of Al-Zut, who were very virile, sexual, naked black men, rode Muhammad all night until the morning, giving him the strength of 5 men. You know that story?
No, I don't know that one.
Okay, let's assume that it's right. Let's assume that it's correct. He had sex with people and had a sexual fetish. I'm also assuming that's not actually a verified hadith. Somebody can correct me on that. It's been a long time since I've given 2 flying fucks about Islam in any perceivable way. But, like, I'll just assume that it's right. Who cares?
And it's good.
It's a real story. It's a real true... I don't know if it's a true story, but it's one of the hadiths. It's a verified Islamic story.
So, you know that hadiths are not automatically verified Islamic stories, right? Like, Nux, do you realize that? Like, hadiths are part of a canon in regards to the creation of Islam and the figures in Islam. Not every single hadith is seen as correct and true by every variant of Islam. Like, that's... What? I'm not a fucking Muslim, and I don't know a lot about the religion, but even I know you're being dishonest here.
Well, I knew that was what's really behind all their male supremacy thing, as it always is.
So what about the male supremacy from the Christians? Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like going, yes, this confirms my worldview. No, I didn't know anything about that story. Woman, you're an idiot.
A vile homosexual rape culture, too.
A vile homosexual rape culture. Why do you have to put the homosexual part in there? Like, it's already a rape culture at that point? That's already bad? I'm also fairly certain that in Islam, homosexuality is very, very, very frowned upon. So it wouldn't be that either. Okay. Dan Man says, am I just not listening to two people stroking that? This is all it is. It's just two people stroking each other. And it's painful to listen to.
Before I knew, because I went to those places where women can go who want to talk to Palestinian women, Christian women, and Jewish women in Israel. I went there for that purpose.
Cosmic Cat says, I thought you weren't very keen on NUX TAKU. Cosmic Cat, I have a question. At what point during any of the last, how long have I been recording? 22 minutes. Have I even mildly seemed like I'm keen on NUX TAKU? When in any of that time? Anyways, back to the nightmare.
Find out for myself and to talk to women who live there and have to bear it. And was told that before they throw the gays off the buildings, they have to be mass raped by all the heterosexual men throwing them off.
Okay. Referring to a pre-recorded vid on YouTube. On your YouTube, which video did I say that I was good with NUX? What? Which one of those did I do that? Because, like, if so, I want to find that person who made that video, me, and fucking kill him. Our Cypher says, I love citing anecdotes. Sylvie says, hey, Suris, I decided I don't want my ability to hear shit anymore. Here, take it. Like, okay. None of this makes any sense, but sure.
It's just rape culture on every level.
I mean, there was an imam that was just going viral. One of the people in his community asked the imam if, in honor of Pride Month, I will tell this story. So the person, he went to his imam and he said, listen, imam, they have developed a weapon, a explosive device that could be inserted in the anus. And I was wondering if I could have sexual intercourse with other men to widen my anus so I could fit in the explosive device. And the imam responded, while normally homosexual acts are forbidden by Islam. So
it's not a homosexual rape culture then, because homosexual acts are forbidden by Islam. It's within a minute. It's within a minute of the last statement. How do you even do that?
For jihad, we make an exception. This is a true story. This clip was going really viral. I could show it to you after.
I saw this. It's true.
You saw it?
Cosmic says, I don't remember which vid. You misunderstand the vid in question. You mentioned not liking their channel. I wasn't saying you were keen. I said not keen. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not keen on NUX. I'm not keen on NUX at all. He seems like a person who builds his entire career on trying to be edgy and offensive and not actually bringing any substance to any conversation at all whatsoever. And then gets mad when the purity culture thing that he's starting to actually suggest starts cannibalizing him. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Dude's weird.
Oh my God, dude. What are we doing?
And then we're like I told people here in Texas, do you realize that they're building 85 mosques here in Texas?
Who cares? Did you have Texas is big. 85 mosques. Do you understand how fucking large Texas is, woman? Do you actually understand that? That's a fucking blip on a radar. Who cares? Oh no, somebody from a different religion has access to religious things around me. I'm so upset now. I have to go make a video about how bad this is for the environment or some shit.
And these were conservative group, and they said,
yeah, most Islamic people tend to be a little more conservative as well, because the religion has not quite been pulled kicking and screaming into the modern day the same way that Christianity has. So, I don't know, ma'am. This is all sounding really stupid.
well, we do have freedom of religion. I mean, they're just...
Do you realize that Greg Abbott, governor of Texas, received the majority of his donations from Islamic backers, mostly Pakistanis?
Yep. I do, and I opened my big, fat, nosy, old Jewish lady mouth everywhere I could because I don't stay silent.
Right. So your problem was that a politician, a bigoted politician, mind you, a bigoted politician happened to get donations from a conservative group. The conservative group just happened to be religious, and it just happens to be a religion that you don't like, but he's a conservative asshole, and he got donations from other conservative assholes. How is this news? How are we confused about what the hell's going on here? Like, what is any of this?
Yeah, it's pretty weird, huh?
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
funny,
not.
you know, you get paid-
It's not weird that the conservative politician would get donations from conservatives. It's not fucking weird.
Paid by Muslims, and then all of a sudden you open up Islam City. It's pretty funny.
But they
Open up Islam City? Why does it matter? Like, okay, here's what I don't understand. We make the joke sometimes, right? That like, oh, it's freedom of religion except for the ones you don't like. And it's funny, haha, it's silly as shit, but like, then when they actually do that, when they legitimately do freedom of religion's good except for the religion I don't like, and just like, what? Do you think that somebody's like automatically a fucking like homosexual rapist just because they are a Muslim? Like that doesn't make any sense to anybody else here, right? Like that's not how logic works. That's like saying that every Christian is a bigot. They're not. I can't. There's so much stupid resonating from this.
closed it down, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they've paused it, but it's going to be a long time. Yeah.
They paused it till after I die.
I think so.
Well,
all right, you got to keep living for us.
We do
I
have
know.
freedom of religion. It is a touchy subject.
That's what people think, which is called suicidal empathy by, said by Dad Sod, right?
Yeah. Yeah. See, freedom of religion is interpreted, I think, in a really fake way. All right.
Yeah. Almost like saying freedom of religion is good except for the religions that I don't like is fake freedom of religion, you goddamn knob.
Freedom of religion actually means is anything behind your skin is yours, right? Your religion, in your mind, who you worship, behind your skin, in your mind, that is free. But freedom of religion isn't, and now I will take sex slaves.
Yeah, who's taking sex slaves in America? Where is that happening? I'm fairly certain there's some weird people in my chat that are actually all for that because they want to be the slaves. They are corrupt, I promise you. But where is that happening in America? What?
Right, because there are laws in this country. So freedom of religion, I mean, originally, the founders meant for different groups in Christianity, right? Yeah. That was the original concept. But it evolved to the idea that whatever is skin deep is fine, as long as you obey the laws of the land.
Assimilate.
Yeah. Where is that not being adhered to, you dumbass?
That's what it's supposed to be. For example, swearing on a Bible, right? That's one of the laws. And freedom of religion, all of a sudden we have people swearing themselves in on Qurans, which is...
Why... there is no law that says you have to swear in on the Bible, actually. That's not what the law says. You just have to swear in on something that you value to the same extent that somebody who is Christian would value the Bible. You do not swear in specifically on the Bible. You don't have to swear in specifically on the Bible. That's a gross misunderstanding. What the fuck? Also, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I want a Muslim swearing in on the Quran. You want to know why? It doesn't fucking matter if they swear in on a book they don't believe in. Why would a Muslim who doesn't believe in the Bible give two flying shits about whether or not they actually adhered to the tenets of what they are going to say? They're swearing in on a book they don't give a shit about. And why should they? Why should they give a shit? It's not their religion. It's not their book. You want them. You actually want people to swear in on the on the book that is associated with their religion more than you want them to swear in on a random bullshit. I'm sorry. This is very dumb.
Pretty huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
In New York City.
That is just so incredibly wrong. I mean,
What's wrong? The Zoran Mamdani existing? Is that what's wrong? Because that's the only thing I can possibly garner from what you're about to say.
it's just the death of America, which of course is what they want. I think
It's the death of America that we are able to have a person in charge who has a different religion than Christian. That's not the death of America, you goddamn fucking moron. Man, I used to get emails. So, like, okay, I used to get emails years ago from people who saw my transformation from a channel that was, like, very, very buried in logic and civility, and people would unsubscribe, send me emails that they were unsubscribing because I was becoming a more insulting person, a more, like, angry person, and, this is why, actually. Like, this kind of shit, having to go through this kind of shit, is the reason that transformation happened. I cannot sit here and be civil. I have to sit here and call the balls and strikes as I see them. And right now, I am seeing two people, and a third onlooker, I guess, that are just fucking morons. I'm gonna call a fucking moron a fucking moron. And that's where we're at.
people think that, well, I do too, that Israel and America are inextricably bound.
They don't have to be. There's no rule or law or anything that says that needs to be the case at all. But they are bound because there's some dumb fucking politicians that desperately want us to be. And I do not like them or that. That bothers me greatly. I don't want to live in that country or world, but I do.
And people say, oh, they're after Israel because then they'll come for America. But I think they're after America so they can get Israel. What do
I think people do not want genocide happening in the Middle East perpetuated by Israel. Like that's what I think, actually, ma'am. Signore dumbfuck. That's what I think. If I'm being perfectly honest, there are idiots, there are groypers, there are people whose opinions we should not trust. But there are also plenty of people who are well-meaning and not dumb and not assholes who legitimately do not want to see people killed in the Middle East, and that is their reason for disliking Israel full stop, is they do not like the war crimes they commit. Like, that's it. That's where I am. That's my personal take. But apparently that's not enough for some people, I guess. I don't know. It's got to be people are trying to get to Israel, so they got to go through America first. Like, no? Like, it's very hard for me to say a religion is full of itself, but, like, that's kind of what it feels like here. And that feels stupid. Like, the words leaving my mouth feel like dumb words. They feel very, very incorrect, but then I know who I look who I'm listening to.
you think of that? You know what's funny?
Not you at all, ma'am. Please skip ahead. No, none of that. I am sponsored by DDLJ Playground and Manipool. Their links are somewhere in the description, probably. Fuck off and none of that. Thank you.
Oh, you froze.
You froze.
Oh, sorry.
I froze.
Hey, sorry. I don't know if my internet died or yours. I don't know what happened.
It's fine. Did you? Where did you lose her?
Yeah, you said that Israel and America are inextricably bound, and then you cut off. Sorry.
Yeah, morally and culturally and, in so many ways. And I think that some of them are coming from Israel in order to get to America. And then some of them are coming for America in order to get to Israel. I think it's a one-target deal.
So, you don't think that Israel is doing bad, and you think that people are trying to go for America specifically to get to Israel? There's a level of, like, self-important grandiosity to that I just think is dumb. And maybe I'm the stupid one here. Maybe I am. But this feels like the whole Donald Trump thing where he tried to say, hey, the reason they want to get to me is because I'm the only thing between them and you. Like, do you remember that shit? It feels like that. It feels like that all over again.
Do you?
Well, I mean, Iran sees it that way. You know, they say Israel is the small Satan and America is the great Satan. I think that, I guess it depends who you're referring to. I think it's a war on God, all right? And I think that,
But how? How is it a war on God? Moreover, how would one even win such a war? Is your God that weak? Is that what's going on? Like, how? What?
America has biblical values that founded it, and so did, all of Western civilization, basically, which is why it's basically the arch nemesis of the world, right?
What? No, I'm fairly certain it's the imperialism. I'm like 99% certain it's the imperialism. Like, I don't feel like I'm incorrect on that one. I feel like the reason people tend to not be really big on America is the hyper-capitalism and the imperialism. Like, just correct me if I'm wrong, but... So a large portion of the world is Christian? No? Yeah. No, it's the whole self-important grandiosity thing. I don't get it. I don't. Yeah, what the fuck? I agree with Dan, man. What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean the reason that people are... What do you mean the reason that people are anti-American is because they're anti-Christian? Like, this just feels like the thing that every conservative ever desperately tries to pretend is real and true. I just... So it's a justification for continued imperialism? Yeah, it is. It is that, amongst other confusing things. This is so hard to get through.
Did you ever read George Washington's letter to the Jewish people?
I did not.
I'm going to put that up sometime. Because, it was Chaim Solomon who financed the Revolutionary War. And
that I knew.
It was George Washington's letter of thanks to him and the Jewish people.
Sakatanuki says, wonder how they would feel about trillionaires who beg to be invited to pedo parties or billionaire traffickers. Ah, yes, Trump and Elon, my favorites. I feel like I'm getting dumber listening to this.
People for helping to birth this nation. And George Washington was inspired by the story of Hanukkah the night he crossed the... What was it, Jake?
Delaware.
The Delaware. And
how do you simultaneously be this weird ass American patriotism, good and important and best thing ever person, and the concept of George Washington crossing the Delaware is the thing that you forget? What? How? I'm sorry. How? I'm so, man, not even confused. Depressed. That's the one. This makes me depresso. I need espresso. I am depresso.
So America is founded with a lot of love of Torah and Christianity too, but I don't...
yes, it's the good old Judeo-Christian values-isms. We never really get to avoid those, do we?
Want to separate those two things, and I think they really want to separate those two things.
Yep.
They want some new religion.
What?
UN Agenda 30, the one world religion is a high...
Which one is it? Is it the Alex Jones globalists that are actually Jewish, that are bad, and so they want the one world religion? Or is it the anti-Jewish people who are also anti-Christian, who just happen to be Muslim, who want the one world religion? Or is it the Christians who actively, like in their actual text, say that there should only be one fucking religion? Like, which one is it? Which one of the... Because you can't be both. It can't be all of them. It can't be. Can we read a book or do some brain puzzles for the next segment? I feel like I need to balance out the neurons I've lost. My neurons are just not doing so hot right now either. I'm not gonna lie. It's not even Alex Jones shit. It's like sub-Alex Jones shit. It's like pretending to have the intellectual power of Alex Jones, which is not a high bar, mind you, and then also failing. Sometimes it's pointless to shift through a pile of shit of any substance. Yeah, I feel that, because that's kind of where this is feeling. It feels like sifting through a pile of shit, and none of it has any substance. There's nothing here. There's nothing here at all, other than just like a very, very confusing and confused set of individuals that have mapped the entire world around specifically their religion and how important their religion is to like the foundation of the world. Marco says, and just to think, there are people who chain chug this shit every day. I could not. Again, I feel like I am actively becoming dumber as I listen to this. And I feel like that's not healthy. I feel like none of the words I just said are healthy. Memory Mart says, I feel like I'm researching that documentary, or whatever the fuck they called it, from a couple years ago. So they want to feel persecuted against their god. Yeah, I'm going to get through it's one more minute. It's one more minute of the video. I can do this.
Hybrid religion.
Also, yeah, who the fuck is they?
Called Chrislam. And
Chrislam? Chrislam? What? What? Who? What? Nope. Drywall. I'm gonna go fucking chug it. I'm done. Nope. No more. I can't. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Blitzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.